Make sure picking up my audio, we're good. And I'm going over 5 quick microphone placement tips using, and I have an extra thing that I'm going to be using today. This little that I can control my webcam and everything. I'm going to be using that to show exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about 5 quick microphone placement tips that you can do right now to either start recording or going live with. Let me bring this back in. There you go. Actually, we're gonna take it full so now you can see my view of my mic and everything, as well as me talking. And the first one I'm gonna go right up into, I'm gonna touch on microphone placement. I'm gonna do room acoustics, touch a little bit on that. I'm going to talk about noise reduction, talking about equalization and vocal warm up. Some things that I do, whether it's a interview or a where I just get ready to start recording or get ready to start going live and everything. You can see my microphone moving in my screenshot, so I'm gonna keep this double screen here. Well, let's get started with microphone placement. So as you see here, this is my desk view right there. Is this better if I hold it this way? Oh, much better. This is my view. So you know one thing about microphone placement, if I could do this a little bit and show the entire thing here. There's the mic arm that I have attached to my desk and everything. There it is right there. It's harder than it looks to move and navigate the camera around. But there's the microphone overall. Maybe there, right there. So the thing to know about this, right? You notice where I'm speaking into the mic, and apologies if I'm speaking a little bit into it. So I'm going to place it down here so you can see where my mouth is related to I'm talking into this part right here, because if you look at when you buy a new microphone, there's something called the uh the microphone's polar pattern, and knowing that is key for microphone placement. You know where the sound input comes from. To know where the sound input comes from helps you set up exactly where it needs to so you can get the optimal. And now I know the sound input goes based on, I don't have this one up directly based on this microphone, but I know exactly where the sound input goes into, and now I know how to set it up, how to set up the arm, how to set up everything to where I get the best audio input from this microphone. So that's microphone setup. Going to room acoustics. Now, when I every time I start recording, except for right now, so maybe not every time, but usually I'll start recording. My dog will walk over to grab a drink of water or something. As soon as it's like he times it perfectly. He times it so that when I start recording, he'll walk over and then you'll hear drip, 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 sip, sip, sip of water, that kind of thing. He'll and that'll happen. Like, he's kind of going crazy now, but you may not be able to hear that because I have one other thing as well that I'm going to touch into as well. But keep aware and keep in mind of your. It's best if you get into your like a studio, and he's going crazy right now. my distractions, the things that happen live. The best thing is to get into a controlled studio, but you may not always have a controlled studio environment. So like you're going in from your office, your office studio, and maybe put up some audio panels to helps absorb carpet, clothes, all the like software, couches, furniture like that. That especially if they're fabric, that'll help absorb a lot of the background noises that may be picked up by the microphone. If you're not at a desk and if you have a mobile phone, you can walk into your closet and it's nice audio absorption there, and you shouldn't pick up too much extra background noises when you're in the closet. But keep in mind and be aware of any noises that can pop up, like AC motor, AC vents, AC fans. Keep in mind anything like that when they turn on, and if they're loud enough, they can be picked up by this microphone. So keep in mind all that. Next thing, I want noise reduction. I use something either StreamYard or OBS. OBS is the on computer software that's installed on my computer. StreamYard is browser based, but they both have this, and that's noise reduction. You can go into settings, and I could probably almost share my screen, but and then in settings you'll have audio, and then you can choose your audio device. My trackpad is freezing up and not connecting. You can choose your microphone, your speaker output. You can do a test, and then you'll have what echo cancellation it's called. You do not turn this off unless you have a high quality microphone and are wearing headphones. So I'm actually wearing headphones. I could actually turn this off. So I actually don't need echo cancellation, but reduced mic background improves audio clarity by minimizing background noises. So it'll have that thing where the iPhone does it too, that where it's you can let me close this window here. The background noise reduction, the iPhone has a very good technology there. So it's getting better and better these days. So so I'm on number 4. And then number 5, vocal warm-up. A 30-second vocal warm-up exercise to improve voice quality. So anything to get you ready. Maybe if you have something memorized that you can state over and over again to help warm up your voice to get you ready for recording, to get you ready to go live. A little memorization in the mind there is good for it all. So there's some 5 microphone placement tips. If you missed part of this video, go back. It'll be available on my YouTube channel today, and you can go watch that in full. I went over 5 microphone placement tips that you can do today to start recording and going live today. Here's mine again as I go out with this shot. Thank you for watching. Make sure to stick around for my upcoming podcast challenge, January 2025 podcast challenge. Be there as I will go over the best ways to start recording your podcast today. That's coming later in January. And until then, see you in the next video. See you next week. See you in my tips, and I'll see you around.